Question 14 is, in this we have to write true or false. So first statement is J.J. Thomson proposed that the nucleus of an atom contains only nucleons. No, this is false. He gave a structure like Christmas pudding and he said that atom is neutral. This was not said by J.J. Thomson. Second is, a neutron is formed by an electron and a proton combining together. Therefore, it is neutral. Now, neutron is not formed via electron and proton count. So, this is also false. Third, the mass of electron is about 1 divided by 2000 times that of the proton. So, this statement is true. Mass of electron is about 1 divided by 2000. So 2000 times that of the proton. Then fourth statement is, an isotope of iodine is used for making tincture iodine, which is used as medicine. So this is true statement. Question 15, 16 are multiple choice question. So the question is, Rutherford's alpha particle scattering experiment was responsible for the discovery of atomic nucleus, electron, proton and neutron. So it was responsible for discovery of atomic nucleus. Rutherford was the first person who said that the mass of atom is concentrated in the center of the atom, and he has given the name to the center of the atom, and that is nucleus. 60. Isotopes of an element have same physical properties, different chemical properties, different number of neutron, different atomic number. So when an element has isotope, it has same atomic number, different mass number, same chemical property and different physical property. So these are the characteristic properties of isotopes, that it has same atomic number, different mass number and different neutron count. Then same chemical property and different physical property. So here same physical property, no. Different chemical property, no. Different number of neutrons, yes. Different atomic number, no, because it is the same element. So they are sharing same atomic number. So this one is the correct out of this 4. And these are the characteristic properties of isotopes. 17th question is, number of valence electrons in chloride ion. We know the electronic configuration of chlorine, that is 2, 8 and 7. Why? Because its electronic number or atomic number is 17. So chlorine's electronic configuration is 2, 8, 7. When it is Cl minus, when it is chloride ion, it is accepting 1 electron in outermost shell and it will become 2, 8, 8. Now, this will be the electronic configuration of chloride minus ion. Now, what they have asked, that number of valence electrons. What are the valence electrons? Electrons which are present in outermost shell will be the valence electron. So, it is 8. So, the correct answer is 8. Now, next is correct electronic configuration of sodium. So, sodium is 11. Its electronic number is, or atomic number is 11. So its electronic configuration is 281. In K shell it is 2, then 8 and last outermost shell has 1 electron. So this is the correct electronic configuration. 19th question is, complete the following table. In this they have given atomic number, mass number, neutron count, proton count, electron count, and we have to write the name of the element. So some of the details are missing and those details we have to fill in. So first we were taking atomic number 9. Now as you have remembered all the atomic numbers and elements till 20, from the atomic number we can guess that which is this element. So atomic number 9 is for fluorine. So this element is fluorine. Now mass. We have atomic number. So this is number of proton. Atomic number is equal to number of proton and is equal to number of electrons. So this 9 we can copy here. Now mass. Number of proton plus number of neutron. When this 2 will be, the sum of this 2 will give us number of mass. So 10 plus 9 will give us 19. So mass of fluorine is 19. Now next, atomic number is 16. So atomic number equals to number of proton, number of electron. So here this 16 we can copy here, 16, 16. The element name they have already given. Now mass is 32. So 32 divided by 2 also we can do, or 32 minus 16. After that we will get number of neutron. Why is it so? Because number of neutron, number of proton will give us atomic mass. Now when we are finding this, so we are writing n equals to a minus p. P will change its side and it will become negative. So when we are subtracting number of proton from mass number, we will get neutron count. So either way we will get 16, but it is better to subtracting from atomic mass. If sometimes it is isotope, then it will be easy for us to find out. Now atomic number we have to find out. We have number of proton. So number of proton is equal to atomic number. So here we can write 12. Now atomic number is equal to number of proton is equal to number of electron. So 12. All these three will be always equal. Atomic number, number of proton and number of electron. Now we have mass 24. So number of proton we will subtract from mass. So we will get here 12. 24 minus 12 we will get here 12. Now here mass is 2, proton is 1. Now when proton is 1 we can write here 1. Atomic number is 1 and here electron number is 1. When number of proton is 1 and mass is 2. So 2 minus 1. So we will get here neutron 1. So this element is hydrogen. Here atomic number is 12. So this element is magnesium. Now here for this atomic number 1, the mass is 1. If we will write here hydrogen, then hydrogen's atomic number is 1 and its mass is also 1, because in hydrogen the neutron count is 0. So here this is the isotope of hydrogen and it is deuterium. Now here this proton is 1. So atomic number is 1. Now here neutron is 0. So mass will be 1. Neutron is 0, proton is 1, electron is also 0. So this is H plus ion. Why? Because in hydrogen 1 electron should be there. When there is no electron, it will become H plus. So this is hydrogen ion. You can write here H plus or you can write here hydrogen ion. So accordingly you have to choose. If there is change in electron, then they might be ion of that particular element. So if they have given different electron number compared to proton count, then it must be ion of that particular element.